Okay. Well, today or the last time I live streamed. So error. What do you mean error? Oh dear. Hopefully the live stream is working. Hi, Dumbell. Keep my own comment didn't went through. It sucks I can't do anything about it though. Isn't it? It's lagging. Okay. That person is glitching up the numbers. I don't know why. There's no point in doing it. It said from 2 views to 8. Bronny, hello. Sorry you can't hear me. It's just outdated and I can't do anything about the connection. I never had this problem. Oh, you're practicing guitar. No, mamas. That's nice. Yeah, don't worry if you're not able to get back. That's awesome. You're practicing it. And Dumbo, your motor didn't pass, right? Yes, it's laggy. Okay. I can't do anything about it. As long as you still hear me, that's good. I can't fix it. I need a new MacBook, but I can't afford it. Uh, Let me guess. Your mother didn't make it, didn't she? You way more than you being here on this live stream. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to ask a question Brownie asked, but I couldn't. Dumbo, what happened? I know you told me that she's been having a ton of the doctor saying her health could. Do you know what infection or virus she has? Sorry, that's just next door. Hush, mamas! I guess they don't want to hear that. I do. At this point, I just want to say, whoever is basically trolling with the number, may you please stop doing that? This is not funny at all. Dumbo's going through a really difficult time, and you're not assisting the situation. I know you want to get attention, but you've been muted for a reason. It's really getting irritating. That's not a choice of mind for you doing it, whomever you may be. Please stop. This is harassment at this point. I think that's Slade doing it, or his friend. I don't know. Anyway, Dumbo, I feel awful. I do. sucks that my connect. I wish I had a new MacBook. Golly. Oh. Yeah, dumb. I feel awful that you're going through this. I am. Yeah, I don't blame you. This is a lot. I understand that. You have every right to be upset. I'm just glad the Dr. Police are just doing their best to be supportive. I mean, a handful of people are not lucky. Me either. Me either. And they say that you keep blocking people. Well, yes, because you know what? You want to offend if you're a mind of his they're going to be passing away, maybe. Yet to keep bringing that up. No, I don't have time for him right now. And yet he calls himself a Christian. That's not a Christian to do. It's not. Also, I don't know. It does kind of bother me that they keep sending those weird emojis on the side. It does. It's not helping at all. Down by there. Especially since he just up as well. She just has to be in a hospital until I just don't understand why they released her in the first place. She should have to stay there until she recovered. And Dumbo, all you can do is just be her side of supporting her. That's all you can do, sadly. Yeah, Ronnie, I'm not religious, but I do agree. I know. Maybe that she would recovered, and just make sure you guys are. If your mother has a certain food that she likes, they need to give you permission. Let's just say if you cook dinner, right? They should give you permission to bring it over to her, right? If that would help. Or maybe basically bringing some other medication that she may use. I don't know. That may help. I'm not, I wish I know what your mother's condition is. I'm not a doctor. It sucks Darren is in here because he would know a little bit about this. Um, because since I've been to situations, let's just say I lost my kidney because of dehydration and other effects. Brother just said to me, "Oh boy, let me guess. He threatened you, didn't he? He always does." Well, let me guess. He's probably happy that your mother's gonna die. I'm not surprised if he says something like that, didn't he? Your brother, it's I hate saying this, I do, but it sucks that your brother didn't die. Your mother had a gun to attempt to murder you, if that makes sense. There's a chance she could make it. And no, don't. This could be more than a chance because that's said so. And I'm trying my best to say make about no right. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Your brother is an idiot, which is not right of him. I need to ask you this. Your mother does eat at the hospital, right? I know this. I know some hospitals, well, especially they mistreated me. I try not to get jealous that other people got good experiences at hospitals. I did have one, but that was before that incident that happened to me. I want to think about it. I don't. Care about the paramedics or the fire department. They were kind of mean. Yeah, they were kind of mean. I still remember that night that they honked at me when I was walking home. I'm not gonna forget that. I won't. Um, your mother does eat, right? She does, but she doesn't much. I understand. Um, is she allowed to eat food from home? Let's just say if you want to ship Are you? I think you should be allowed to do that. That way, if your mother need it wants it could, and maybe I don't know vitamins if that would help. I just if not, it would be lovely to know what your doctors. Sometimes they don't. Wink. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's hospital food. Or whatever your mother likes to eat, and do that. Just don't even pay mind. They say, "Oh, you're not allowed." No, that's your mother. I would just straight up ignore it because I don't care. If that would help her, then you know what? That should be allowed. And I thought about making her something tonight before I check on her again. Right. And I think it might depend because sometimes the doctors will have her eat. Yeah. It's because I'm thinking about the medications I take for my depression that I had. It didn't work. It may have at first, but it didn't work long term. It didn't. Like I know that's her job, of course, but sometimes it doesn't always work. I guess it does depend. Again, when I had a problem with my anus, they did give me a really special and it did work. I loved using it. It sucks I don't have that anymore. It helped a lot. It's a long story. I'm gonna keep that private for now. But man, I miss using it though. What happened back then at the time? I do something, but it was that same doctor that I had when I was a baby. My mother told me, "Oh, I don't think he's here anymore, though. I had him since my birth." Oh, I wish I could go back in time, kind. Well, not literally, but I don't know. Anyway, you should tell her, Dumbo. You should. You should tell her. Yeah, Brownie, he did. If you want to explain to her, you can. And I think sharing that with her yeah, make her happy. Because even though I've been there for her, most of the time she just sleeps because she has no energy. She needs to sleep. She does. It makes me cry because look how she's on her deathbed. I understand that. At a small cafe. It's supposed to be yep. Sorry, I don't wanna because I know Dumbo wants to keep it private. Yep, Dumbo just got hired recently. He's supposed to be working what, this week? I think on Wednesday? But yeah, you should tell her that you got hired. You should. So I wanted your reaction of this video based off of this. Someone once had a mass tube thing. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, I might as well share this because I should have gotten that myself. It's basically for people that, well, not always, but for people that have sleep apnea, right? I've seen people that use it, at least on the commercials, because they have trouble breathing, but also can be for people that may have a fractured lung or maybe ribs. They would use that as they recover, right? I've seen those because I've seen a lot of hospital series, and they use that. And what are you talking about? It's kind of funny because when I was in a hospital, I could barely breathe when I got dehydrated. They had to give me an IV. And oh my goodness, I look as though I was gonna die. I'm surprised I didn't. Paramedics were really kind. So they were. I don't remember everything what they said. I just know that they're doing their job. They rushed me to the ER. That was nice. That was a nice hospital. And even I think I did a video of it. I know you're not supposed to film the hospitals though. I know you can, it depends. But and they said, you know what, see you later or whatever. Because I had to take an Uber or whatever because my mother was working. It sucks. No one cared that I was in a hospital, but whatever. So I made it, except for my mother, of course. So yeah, I've been through a lot, and I understand. I guess that makes sense that I was this is a business building. So yeah, I had to go through a lot of life independently. Um, let's see. You really need to ask what she has done about. Yeah. And with this job, I'm just extremely. I understand though. You have a lot in your bowl. Hopefully, you can still hear me. I don't know what to do with this dumb MacBook. Even with starting it. Oh, okay, good. You can hear me then. I've been in a hospital myself before for a lot of reasons, right? And Brownie, that's all we can do. It sucks. Your mind just needs to recover. I know worrying. Sometimes I always think worrying helps. Not always, but if you can hear me, that's fine. It just sucks that it's just lagging a lot. Hopefully, in the next live stream it will stop. I'm just gonna upload on here again because it's been 9 days and I could have live streamed 2 days ago, but whatever. I know this, but I prefer using the meantime. I think we're fine. But he's not here right now. I mean, it is the middle of the night for him. I'm surprised that he's. Is it? Is it? Is it? I haven't checked the weather for us lately. I know we're probably around 100. Well, we're probably harder than that because we are getting close to the first day of June, right? It's probably what 104. I'm not sure though. Yeah, you said that right. You're sitting on a chair. Hopefully that you're not underneath the sun. You have some shade. Oh, that's right. The sun is about to set. Well, that's good. Are these like crack to cops? Yeah, pretty much.
Center. Her hair was dyed blonde.
Oh, that is hot. 95 degrees. Oh my. I mean, for where you're from, damn it. I didn't know it could get that hot. Normally we get way hot, way harder than that. But golly, for the south, well, because with the humidity.
Solid red t-shirt on and had tattoos on her arms. I didn't think much about it at the time. I made it to the entrance where I waited on my family to meet. As we were getting a shopping cart, the lady in the red t-shirt approached us and asked if we knew each other. My mom said, yes, that's my son. Then the lady started saying they have a lot of homeless people causing trouble. She started to ask another question and I answered her and I said, mind your own business. This hurt her feelings. Then she replied that it is her business what we were doing because she is Walmart's security.
There has. I need to check the weather. I don't know if we're gonna get. I guess we did have a heat warning, but we're to average because we were around 113 degrees, give or take. But we're back to average.
Asked her again to mind her own business and leave us alone. Also, Eddie says that when this lady first approached him, she did not identify herself. She had no name tag. She had no employee vest on. And initially, he thought that she was just another customer at Walmart like him. He then walked inside the Walmart to buy his pair of shoes. When she started to follow us, I flipped her off. She said, I'm calling the cops, and she went into the security room. My family continued to the shoe department, got some shoes, and headed to the checkout. After that, I went to customer service to speak with a manager about her conduct. The manager said,
Yeah, you want to stay out? Yeah, I understand. I miss being.
her department. She told me to call the 1-800 number. I left the customer service desk, t-shirt working. I asked him if he was Walmart security. He said that he was the contractor. It was at that moment that 4 police officers approached him outside the entrance to Walmart and said they wanted to talk.
Yeah, Dumbo, go inside. I don't want you to pass out or anything.
They got a lot of people in Walmart. I'm just trying to explain. Okay, that's all. Okay. There's nothing like there's no crime committed. Okay, so she called us saying thinking that you guys are arguing. I wanted to make sure she was fine and baby's fine. That's fine. That's she said that you said personnel. I never said that. So Walmart is Carol's property. That went to ban from Walmart, and whatever complaint she might have against her, we'll take that as well. But moving forward, we can come to Walmart. You understand? This has nothing to do with us. No. This is all of us.
To answer Alabama, I never lived there, but I got other family. Oh, you got family in that state? Dumbo. I'm so sorry about that. I don't want to make Alabama's look awful. It's just that I seen a really interesting video of a man. It's named When Cops Demand ID for a Walmart trespass, but no crime is suspected. He basically got arrested just because he didn't want to give his ID to trespass him for no apparent reason because he gave her the finger and only wanting to buy tennis shoes. So he didn't do anything. And what's ironic, he's white. So this is not a racial issue. This is just, I don't know. Someone abusing her at work. It's ridiculous. He let you out again? Are you serious? Damn it. Fuck. Can you try to dumbbell pull off that if you don't let me in, I'll go call the police again? I'm not sure that's gonna do anything. Your boy's a psychopath. Unless maybe he didn't thought you were outside. So hopefully he'll let you in. I hope it's because he didn't saw you. Oh. And you know what? If he doesn't, just make a lie that you were on a call with someone that works in the medic system that you that they're sharing news about your mother. You give him a lie because I know how your brother is. Fuck. Shit. So your dad has a phone. Okay. He needs to let you inside. I'm gonna blame myself because I feel that you're always gonna get in trouble. Is that Vito's kind of right? I always feel that my existence is to blame. I wonder if I should just end the live stream and hopefully that you can get back in. Yeah, I'm glad, Dumbo. The reason why I say that is because I watched a really interesting video of how someone's existence could um, affect those around them. I just don't want you to pass out of heat stroke. Yeah, I know, but still, though, I was the one that decided to live stream this early when I should have until 7 o'clock. Well, the next hour. That was my mistake. Okay.
No, sir. Have I committed a crime? I'm going to bang your phone. No. If I haven't committed a crime, I will not ID. You have to ID yourself. I do not. I do not.
Okay.
No. You're going to identify yourself. I haven't committed a crime.
But keep it a bush. So no one will steal it. Well, that means I won't be able to talk to you again if that happens.
I'm trying to explain to you. Okay. I'm not going to. You're going to arrest me under threat. You're going to take me to jail if I don't ID. I'm not taking you to jail if you ID. I'm not going to ID, sir. I haven't broken any laws. Here, Mom. I haven't broken any laws. Look.
Oh, he said mall. That's the most stubborn thing I've ever heard.
Taking you to jail if you ID. I'm not going to ID, sir. I haven't broken any laws. Here, Mom. I haven't broken any laws. Look.
Hey.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm going to record it all. Yeah. Now, all of this is because a woman at Walmart approached us.
Hey, ready? Name badge number. Mom.
Walmart. And they're harassing.
So, this is important. Name badge number is the guy behind me. Adams 452. What crime have I committed today? You can record. Step back. What crimes have I committed today? You refused to identify yourself when we asked while we're investigating. What happened? What was the crime? When we're investigating, what happened? What was the crime? You told us.
Yes, I do. He's my doggone son.
One question. Identify yourself. We're going to get looked at John Doe. And you want to look at something that I haven't committed.
You just run to Walmart with me.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Hold on, maybe walk on the stand. No, I'm done talking to you. You're probably violating my rights. Check your camera. Do your investigation. Check your camera. Well, go ahead. There's four of you. One of you can check your camera. I'm not doing this. I'm upset. Okay, let's calm down. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know. John, let's talk to you in things. If I came up to you and said, hey, man, what's going on? Well, there's nobody's business. Okay. I'm going to talk. Go ahead and just talk. That's our conversation. We're going to talk to you. So it's happening. You stay with us. If I have it, we come to see this. We come to say, hey, what's going on? Call. Now, say, hey, man, what's your name? And now you don't want to walk there and say, you guys supposed to know what's going on. Y'all want to be with somebody. I am not going to ID. Y'all do what you want to do. Why?
He don't even have his ID with
I'm not
him.
giving it to him.
He just run to Walmart with me.
Violating my rights. I don't care if y'all violating my constitutional rights. I'm one in cuffs. Explain this. Because you're violating of city ordinance. And what's that? Okay? What's that? Code of city ordinance that identify yourself. Now you can. What's your RDS? You can go that all day long. Okay? You can go to John Doe. Okay. You want to watch something? You can watch something? Okay. I don't know. That's not an answer. Look at it. That's not an answer. I don't have to ID. Look, you're violating my rights. Let's go. Look, violating my rights. Hey! Hey, violating my rights. No.
Oh, ain't no rights. Just come to Walmart over a doggone pair of shoes. Taking him to jail. Here, you look at me. You look at me.
Shit, you can't get in, Dumbo? I'm so sorry to hear that. Fuck. As long as you're staying in the shade. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your brother, literally. Hoping your father's at home so that he could at least let you back in.
See that? See that? Look. Look. He hasn't done nothing. Look at him. Look at him. Here, turn around this way.
Come over here where they can see them. You start doing this, you're gonna go to jail for.
I had a right. I can record. I can record. Stop.
Get her off the roadway. Get her off the roadway right now. Get her off the roadway. Get her off.
Yeah, Alabama is a fucked up state. I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's not, but because I'm thinking about how people treated the pride that this state has.
You can record all you want. I don't care. I'm gonna get it from you now because they're listening.
So in Gadsden, Alabama.
Jeez. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask my neighbor. They have my dad's number, and I'll ask them to call Dad. That's a smart idea.
Obligation to provide physical like driver's license or state issued ID to a police officer in a situation such as this, where a Walmart is requesting to have a customer trespass from their property, but where even the police officers admit there's no indication that the individual has committed any crime at all.
There's no crime committed. Okay.
Well, first off, I've been able to find no general requirement to carry or show ID in the state of Alabama. There's no Alabama law that mandates individuals to carry physical identification or produce it on demand unless they're engaged in specific activities such as driving a vehicle, where, of course, a driver's license is required. Now, Alabama does have an identify statute, Alabama Code Section 15-5-30, which allows a police officer to stop a person in a public place and demand their name, address, and an explanation of their actions if the officer has reasonable suspicion that the person is committing or has committed or is about to commit a felony or other public offense. However, the statute does not require producing physical identification, only verbal basis under this statute to demand verbal or physical ID. Now, a police officer can always just walk up to somebody and request ID or ask whatever questions they want, and that's because consensual encounters don't yet trigger the Fourth Amendment. It's not until the individual is detained that the Fourth Amendment is triggered. That's why the only question that one would need to ask a police officer if they find themselves in this situation, the one and only question is this: am I free to go? If the answer to that is yes, then you're free to go. Problem solved. If the answer to that is no, now the Fourth Amendment has been triggered, which you have just now documented. So if you're not free to go, that's what's called a Terry stop. The police officer must have reasonable suspicion to detain you against your will at a Terry stop. Alabama is in the 11th Federal Circuit. The 11th Circuit has held that consistent with the Fourth Amendment, an officer may perform a limited investigatory detention of someone who asked me to. There has to be some underlying criminal suspicion, reasonable suspicion. The 11th Circuit further held that such stops may last only as long as necessary to achieve their limited investigatory purpose. What is reasonable? Good facts, not just a hunch, indicating that a crime or violation has occurred. An officer must be able to clearly explain observable evidence that justifies the stop. No hunches are allowed. No vague feelings or unsupported intuitions is allowed. And certainly, because Walmart told me to, is also not allowed. Now, the officer here basically, or he did admit that there was no reasonable suspicion. He said that no crime had occurred.
There's no crime committed. Okay.
But police officers are allowed to lie, and courts will review these things objectively, not subjectively. So, what is the only possible crime here being evaluated. Why were they told? To trespass Eddie from Walmart. So let's look at the applicable trespass statute in Alabama. Alabama Code Section 13A-7-4. Criminal trespass in the third degree occurs when a person knowingly enters or remains unlawfully on the premises after being told to leave by the owner or their agent, for example, Walmart's staff. So if you were asked to leave Walmart and complied, no crime was committed, there is no basis for a Terry stop, which is a detention based on reasonable suspicion of a crime, and therefore no legal obligation to provide identification to anyone. But what about the fact that Walmart is private property?
Yes? James? Okay, let me speak up. Let me speak up. Why are you mistreating Dumbo like this? Honestly. He's been doing his best just to support you, your mother, and a guy that got arrested. You shouldn't be locking him out. I just hope you haven't done anything awful to him because he's been doing nothing but supporting you. And I just don't understand why you're doing this to him. And I was you'll see who I'm talking to right now. Okay, Dumbo's brother, it's not funny. You doing this to him. Listen, I know that you're going through a difficult time, but please just give it back to him. Okay? Dumbo did tell me of how that you've been bullying him and whatnot, and it's not helping. I don't know what relationship you have with him fully, but doing this, especially since your mother is dying, is not helping you. Stolas, apparently he is. Dumbo, he's just been on my live streams and just to reach out to me. Oh, should have never live streamed, crud. Then I want to be in the spot. You can't mistreat your brother like this. He's been telling me everything on how you. I know that you may not like your mother for some god awful reason, but you can't be acting like this. It's not helping anyone. It's not. I mean, your mother's dying from what he's been telling me, and this is how you're acting. I don't know why. Well, Stas, I know you're not here. You weren't here talking to Dumbo this whole time. You can't treat your brother like this, especially since he told me that you've been mistreating what your cats. I mean, the cats didn't do anything. And so, yeah, I could tell that you have.